There's a moment you know well. Something good is happening. A quiet evening. A person who loves you. A win you worked years for. And somewhere underneath it, a small voice starts counting down. This won't last. You don't invite the thought. It just arrives, uninvited, like it always has. You smile. You say the right things. But part of you is already grieving something that hasn't ended yet. Why does your mind do this? Why can't it just let you have the good moment? The problem, up close. Think about the last time something good happened to you. Maybe it was small, a compliment, a calm Sunday, someone finally choosing you back. Did you feel it fully, or did you feel it and brace for the moment it would be taken away? For a lot of people, joy doesn't arrive clean. It arrives with a countdown attached. You finish a good phone call with someone you love, and instead of feeling full, you feel a flicker of dread. What if this is the last one like this? You get the job, the relationship, the apartment you wanted, and somewhere in the celebration, you're already rehearsing the loss. Not because you're ungrateful. Not because you're dramatic. Because your nervous system learned, a long time ago, that good things don't stay. This shapes more than your mood. It shapes your decisions. You hold back from fully investing, in people, in plans, in hope, because full investment means full exposure. It shapes your self-talk, too. Don't get used to this. Don't get comfortable. You know how this goes. Psychologists would recognize this pattern immediately. It has a name. Anticipatory grief, grieving a loss before it happens. Normally we talk about anticipatory grief in hospital rooms, when someone is dying and the people around them start mourning in advance. But it doesn't only happen around death. If you grew up in an environment where good things were unpredictable, a parent's mood, a family's stability, a sense of safety that could vanish overnight, your brain generalized the lesson. Good things end. So end them yourself, quietly, in advance. You are not broken. Here's what's easy to miss when you're inside this pattern. This isn't a personality flaw. It isn't pessimism for its own sake. It's an adaptation. At some point, pre-grieving joy actually protected you. If you grew up in a home where calm could turn into chaos without warning, staying slightly braced wasn't paranoia, it was accurate. It kept you from being blindsided. A child who expects the good moment to end isn't broken. They're paying attention to a real pattern in their environment. The problem isn't that this response existed. The problem is that it never got the memo that the danger passed. Your nervous system is still running old software in a new environment. It's not malfunctioning. It's outdated. And outdated isn't the same as broken. What's actually happening in your brain? To understand this, it helps to understand what your brain is actually trying to do when it braces for loss. Your brain's core job was never to make you happy. Its core job is to keep you safe. When something painful happens unpredictably, especially in childhood, your brain doesn't just record the event. It records the shape of the event, the pattern that preceded it. This is how threat detection works. Your amygdala, the brain's alarm system, becomes highly sensitive to cues that resemble past pain, even cues as subtle as things are going well right now. Here's the mental model that makes this click. Think of your nervous system like a smoke detector. A smoke detector that's been triggered by real fires learns to go off at the smell of toast. It's not wrong to be sensitive. It's just miscalibrated. Your alarm for loss is coming was built during real loss. Now it fires at the smell of joy, because joy once preceded the fire. There's a second piece to this, and it's the part that explains why pre-grieving feels like protection. Psychologists call it the braced for impact response. Your mind runs a rehearsal of pain in advance, so that if it happens, it hurts less. This is your brain trying to control the uncontrollable. If it can't stop the loss, it tries to at least choose the moment it starts feeling the pain. So instead of being ambushed by grief later, you volunteer for a smaller amount of it now. It feels like wisdom. It feels like readiness. But what it actually does is rob you of the one thing that was fully yours, the present moment, while it was still good. A framework for coming back to the present. None of this changes by force. You can't out-argue an alarm system, but you can retrain it. Slowly, with repetition, in the same way it was trained in the first place. 1. Name the pattern out loud, in the moment. When you notice the countdown starting, say to yourself, this is anticipatory grief. This is not information about the future. This works because naming an emotional response activates your prefrontal cortex, the reasoning part of your brain, and quiets the amygdalic alarm. Neuroscientists call this effect labeling. It doesn't erase the feeling, but it takes it out of the driver's seat. Example, you're having a good dinner with someone you love, and the dread creeps in. Instead of following it, you quietly think, there's the old alarm again, and come back to the table. 2. Practice staying 5 extra seconds. When a good moment happens, don't rush the ending. Stay in it 5 seconds longer than feels natural. This works because your brain builds new associations through repeated exposure. Every second you stay in joy without disaster following is data, proof the smoke detector can stand down. Example, after a compliment, instead of deflecting immediately, let yourself sit in it. Just breathe. Let it land. 3. Separate love from loss. Ask yourself, am I loving this moment, or am I already mourning it? This works because it interrupts what psychologists call cognitive fusion, the mind merging a feeling with a fact. Fusion tells you the ending is happening now. Separation reminds you it's just a thought about later. Example, watching your child sleep and thinking about how fast time moves, notice the shift from tenderness into grief, and gently return to tenderness. 4. Build tolerance for uncertainty, not certainty of doom. Instead of trying to predict the ending, practice sitting with not knowing. This works because uncertainty tolerance is a trainable skill, not a fixed trait. Every time you resist the urge to resolve ambiguity with a worst-case story, you weaken that automatic pathway. Example, when a relationship feels good but undefined, resist writing the ending. Let it stay unfinished. 5. Let the good thing be evidence, not exception. Each time something good stays, a friendship that lasts, a calm week, a promise kept, consciously log it as proof the pattern is changing. This works through counter-conditioning. Your brain updates its predictions based on accumulated experience, not single moments. Example, keep a short mental or written list of good things that didn't end the way you feared. Let the list grow. The one model to remember. If you take one thing from this, let it be this image. You are not choosing between joy and safety. You were taught that pre-grieving was the safety. But the alarm that once protected a child in an unstable home is not the same alarm you need now, in this different life. You get to recalibrate it. Not by force, by evidence, one present moment at a time. You don't have to earn the right to enjoy something by prepaying for its loss. The good moment doesn't need your grief in advance to be real. It just needs you, fully in it, for as long as it lasts. Maybe that's the quiet work. Not learning to stop loving things. Learning to stay in them. If this video made you think differently, like THR video, subscribe to Think Unordian, share your perspective in the comments, and join a growing community exploring psychology, philosophy, and self-mastery. That's all for today. Until next time, keep thinking beyond the ordinary.